Greetings and welcome to Sparkles and Blessings. I'm Ducky, and I am making a series where I'm trying to collect 500 stories for my family, friends, and my grandchildren, my nieces, maybe my nephews. They're all family stories, and like I've said before, we need more good stories in our lives. So this one, we are continuing on number 40, Stephen King, and I believe this is where we enter into the Green Mile. Now, the Green Mile wasn't released like the other Stephen King books. It was released chapter at a time, maybe 2 chapters at a time, but it was released in increments. And so we read it, and it was a great read. We read it along with some friends, and sometime later the movie came out, and it was a very good movie with Tom Hanks and all kinds of good stars there, and it focused on a little mouse who had extraordinary powers, and I'm going to stop that story right there, and I'm going to segue into our home. We had recently accumulated a hamster. I don't remember where it came from, but we got one, and we called it Hootie the Hamster. And Hootie the Hamster was not to be reckoned with. He had attitude. I remember once we went for the weekend to Cleveland, and I came back, and he had totally rearranged, not only had totally rearranged the inside of his aquarium, he had jumped out and rearranged my house as well. So, I mean, as much as a hamster can, he just made a mess. Unfortunately, Hootie the hamster didn't have the favor of Dad. So we kind of crept around that issue, and by the time the Green Mile was finished, my husband would be walking up to the hamster cage and talking to the hamster, giving him a little stroke, maybe feeding him. This happened again and again, and I never mentioned it to him, but I knew. So Hootie the hamster, the last time I really saw him, he was being carried around in the mouth of my dachshund dog, and I was able to get my dog to release his grasp, but Hootie was in the death throes, and he did not last for much longer, but he gave it a good try, and I always tell people that Hootie died like a man, and he was a good mouse, well, a good hamster. And yeah, I think that movie had an impact on how we looked at our hamster. That was story number 40, and I have at least one more to cover, and that's a good one. That's the gunslinger one. Oh, and then there's the craft of writing, and okay, so I'm going to leave it for now. This has been story number 40. I want to thank you for joining me. I'm Ducky, and this is Ducky Out.